The idea is to run lures and ask my opponent to nicely block with everything so that their creature's power goes into another opponent's face. I see. Okay, so this is yeah. When a creature controls deal damage to any target. I see. 35 feels a little low, but maybe we're like land cycling gods here. We have Bushwhack. We have Caravan Vigil. We have Traverse. So that's 38. I still think we're a little low on lands, but maybe we're just very low curve. Couldn't care less about anything. Okay, great. I don't play Selesnya, so I'm just kind of running random bullshit, and I haven't really thought about why or when I should ramp. Okay, I can help you a lot with that. I really love Selesnya. Selesnya is probably one of my favorite color combos to play, so I can assist. Devour 3. That is awesome. He can hit himself? Oh, that's fun. So this is like a fling almost. Or it's like sack your whole board and then that times 3 with She-Hulk. Okay, okay. Ruth Bader Gathering playing a lawyer commander win? No way, you right. Okay, I think we are a little dork heavy. And I don't know if that's good. I definitely don't like Fey Burrow Elder. It is a little weird because I also don't like a lot of these other. So we're going 1, then 3, then what? Like, what's at the top curve? It's like nothing. It's like Jennifer, like you flip Jen. So where's like actual lure? The fuck is this card? That's awesome! Wait, this rules. What the fuck? Whoa. Okay, I really don't like Flower Forest. That should just be another forest or something. Sorry, I just saw our mana base. This is really bad. Lush Portico in. Temple Garden in. Um, Windswept Heath. Not Windswept. Windswept. God, I can't spell. Good think. I would like to get a Windbrisk Heights in your deck. That doesn't seem that bad. You could also do the big power one, Mosswort. I like the idea of these 2 cards in your deck. Okay, I kind of want to playtest this because I'm interested to see how your curve works. I do not like Dryad Arbor. Look at Martyr. Any amount of damage. That is kind of cool. For me, it's like Pariah. Timely Ward. No, no, no. Am I not allowed to put Pariah in your deck? It's Pariah on... Yeah, I know it works on opposing things. I'm not cutting Martyrdom. The plan is not to cut Martyrdom. The plan is to add Pariah and add Timely Ward. And add, what is the name of the card? It's white-green aura. Not Face of Divinity. Fuck! ID equals white-green type aura. Oh, indestructible. Shield of the Oversoul. Has indestructible, gets flying. Kill him. Die. And of course you gotta add a Heliod's Pilgrim with all this stuff. And if you have Heliod's Pilgrim, you might as well add like a removal spell in these here. And for me, that's gonna look something like it's probably gonna be the Darksteel Mutation. There's Totem Armor. There's Totem Armor auras too. Yeah, those suck. In this deck. Totem Armor is totally fine in other decks. In this deck, Totem Armor is awful. Because it would stop one instance of the Pariah-ing. But it would not do any other one after the first one. So if they hit you, then they could blow up your creature afterward. So we need a source of permanent indestructible, and that's where Shield of the Oversoul and Timely Ward come from. Is this the Strife counter one? Hell yes. Each player creates 3 tapped permanent white warrior creature tokens. Put a counter on each warrior creature. You may exile a non-token creature you control. When you do, exile all warriors. I see. I don't like Paradise Lost as a value card. It seems a little weird. You give it to their blocking creature. I see. Paradise Lost, the Martian sex cult book? No, no, no. Dice Lost. The one that makes you roll 2 dice and then explode them. Oh, also, I wanted to add actual lure to your deck. I think actual factual lure is that good. And the fact that Heliod's Pilgrim can go and grab it is very nice. Maybe run Felia just to flicker your stupid little idiots that have ETBs. Okay. I am now very interested in cutting some cards in this deck. Isn't this worse than Gideon Sacrifice? It draws a card. It's not that bad then. Three mana is a lot for that effect. I like it on the cantrip, but not the 3-drop. Palace Guard's kind of funny, but we added Pariah, which I find to be a little stronger than that. And it's also tutorable. Already cut the 2-drop version. I see. Is Shaman on core very good? This card just reads as kind of mediocre to me. We're not a control deck though. We're like a mid-range kill you deck. I'll cut your worst dork and your worst 3-mana dork. I save other people's stuff, or he's a good pariah target since he can shunt any damage onto a dorky dude. I see. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay. I would keep this hand. And then this turn you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack you with the 6/6 on turn 3. Blur on the sensational She-Hulk. Start killing all your creatures forever. Felia. You can now flicker a blocker too. Felia has double duty in this deck. Yoink, yoink. +2/+2 in fights. Attack you. Flicker Darksteel mutation. Return it to play. Bushwhack something. Okay. It's feeling good. I want to add Mom to your deck. We just already have Starfield Shepherd. I do like gifting a big creature. That's funny. I'm a little weirded out by Skullwinder and Eternal Witness. I typically think those are like Ephemerate kind of cards, and we're not really running Ephemerate. I do think the this is a cute idea, but I think it's too slow. How do we gift opponents? Isn't there a card that like gifts an opponent a creature? Creature, library, opponent, battlefield. Nope. Dubious challenge. Look at the top 10, exile 2 creature cards from among them in the shuffle. An opponent may choose one of the exile cards to put on the battlefield under their control, put the rest on the battlefield under your control. That's not nothing. There's equipment that gives control. I guess. Here, I think I'm just gonna go without a lot of these. Only to cast creatures. Okay. Overgrowth. This is an aura, which you can tutor for. That's pretty nice. I think Jiraga True Speaker is maybe a little too slow. I want to play my commander on turn 2 a little bit. Are you trying to give opponents creatures? Yes, because we're luring, and then we're beating them to death with She-Hulk and redirecting. Do I? What do you mean, do I? Hunted Cycle. Hunted Cycle's fine. The ability is nice, but if she 8 mana is a lot to get to. Yeah, I want you to be running like Shaman of Forgotten Ways. Right. This is 3 mana. Add 2 mana. Only creatures. You can only use them to cast creatures, though. You can't use them on abilities. That is a little awkward. I just like the biorhythm on this thing, but I think maybe that's actually not correct, just because you can't use it on activated abilities of which you care about with the commander. 3 for 3 dork. Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about, but it's that's only for casting, right? You can't use that on abilities. Only to cast. A Crowan Horse or Ox Drover? Yes, let me send this into a 1/1 that you have to block with. And then, oh, I get to redirect 1 damage at you. That 1/1 is not big enough, chat. Think a little bigger. Yeah, I'm a little stumped here. Primeval Protector. Why? What are we doing? I think you're failing to understand the point of this deck. We're trying to give opponents big things and then run our creatures into them with lures, and then we redirect the damage at their head. That's what we're doing. Just big creature isn't what I'm talking about. We need big creature that goes over there, and then they block with it, and then we explode them because we have lure. Sylvan Offering's already in. All right. We have 7 slots. The Sentry. Oh, the Sentry Golden Guardian. That does make a 5/5 for them. Sheltering Ancient. Okay, that's a little something. I like this more than the evolutionary thing. Generous patron. Maybe we put counters on opposing creatures. That's what this deck does. Now I know why we're running all the power doubling. It's to put on opposing creatures. I see. Is Stiltskin something? It is something because we can tutor for it off of our Starfield Shepherd as well. Target opponent gains control of another permanent you control. You draw a card. And then if we run big creature, we can gift it. Haunted Wumpus. I guess so. Okay, Evolutionary Exhalation can go back in now. Not Graft. Double target creature's power X times. That sounds pretty cool. Duelist Heritage? No, that doesn't really work for what we're doing. Whenever a land enters double on you control. Fuck off, Wizards. I think Mana Gorgia Hydra is something. You give it to an opponent, you double its power. Right, you give it to an opponent with Stiltskin. So you have Stiltskin, and then it's just a perfectly okay threat. So even if you don't donate it, you can just like run people over. I like that idea. And then probably just like Eladamri. We have enough small dorkage going on that Eladamri Korvac Doll seems very good to me. It's only once each turn, yes. Okay, I'd keep this hand. Honestly, I'll play a tapped green source here. Okay. Jennifer Walters is here, and then you flash in Felia. And then this turn you go 1, 2, 3. Stiltskin's big. Nice. I managed to flip over every land that I control, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Green. Avacyn's Pilgrim. Is that much damage to any target? I guess we're gonna start bumping up Avacyn's Pilgrim here, and then you can go 1, 2, 3, Eladamri. Noble Quarry. These cantrips are just feeling very awkward to me. I think Valor Made Real goes. Selfless Squire. Or Zov Advocus. That's entirely voluntary. I don't really like cards that are voluntary. So, Selfless Squire. Okay, if plan A fails, if you have donated so much power to your opponents that they're about to run you over with it, and they've answered your funny She-Hulk play, you're able to just go 4 mana. Actually, I'm going to kill you because you just hit me with 5 billion power, and now I'm going to hit you with 5 billion power in return. That seems pretty good. Okay, draw. Forbidden Orchard, give you a 1/1. Forest, give you another 1/1. Sheltering Ancient. Next turn. Oh my god, cumulative upkeep. Put a counter anything. Honestly, I'm just going to tap for 2, play Jennifer Walters, and play a tap land here. Okay, cumulative upkeep. Put 2 counters on your 1/1 that we've already grown. So now we have a 4/4 across the board from us, which is pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Master of the Wild Hunt. Next turn, counter, and then this gets 3 counters. Green, basic land. Green, as being a upkeep, we also make wolves. I see. Here's a wolf. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Court of Calling X is 4. Faber Alder. All right. And then this turn is where we get to go ham a little bit because we put 4 counters on this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have an 11/11 on turn 6, bare minimum. And then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flip Jennifer Walters. We have another wolf, by the way. So now, heyo, She-Hulk. Tap all untapped wolf creatures you control. Each wolf tapped this way deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature assigns... Okay, yeah. And then you go dink. Fight the 11/11. Redirect 11 damage at you. Cool. That feels pretty okay. It didn't feel that good. It felt okay, though. Nils. What does this card say? Unironically, yeah, I like this. Specifically, Generous Patron as a draw engine is kind of fun with these +1/+1 granters. I'm kind of digging this. You can also do like Skyboon Evangelist. So I think here's my pitch to you. What if we made giving your opponent's counters the plan? Plan A. You give your opponent's counters, you use Selfless Squires, and you explode them. The plan B at the end game is when you do the redirect stuff. I just think that giving counters has a lot more synergy than damage redirection in Selesnya. If we were like Naya, I'd be all in on damage redirection for sure. But I'm saying damage redirection takes a little step back, and then counters, giving your opponents big creatures, takes a step forward. And I think that'll make this deck run a lot smoother. So maybe not exponential growth because it is a sorcery in hindsight. What the fuck does this... I need to read this card again. Sure, yeah, that works. That's really good. Okay. Tifa's Limit Break has just more utility than that. Sounds cool. The best damage redirect is also stuff is also better than the worst. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, we're pretty close to how I feel like I would build a deck as is. Discard, draw. Forbidden Orchard, Caravan Vigil, get a forest. And give you a 1/1. And then here you go. Dink, Soul Ring, Dink, Dink. Transdimensional Bovine. We've given away 2 spirits now. 1, 2, 3. Nature's Rhythm. We'll go and grab Sheltering Ancient. Sheltering Ancient, of course, is one of the best +1/+1 counter engines in this deck, it feels like. So, there we go. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Generous Patron. Counter here. Counter here. You draw 2 cards, right? One or more counters on a creature you don't control. This is 2 separate creatures I've supported. So I will draw 2 cards, correct, chat? This is not a 1-carder kind of incident. Is an option if you're not... Yes, okay, great. We'll draw 2. Costs X less, where X is the greatest powers among creature controlled. So it's costs 5 less, so this costs 3 mana. So we can go 1, 2, 3, Skullsport Nexus, and then you get another Spirit Sure. All right. Next turn, oh, look at that. We go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll draw a card for putting counters on a creature. Okay, we have the engine going now. That feels pretty good. All right. And you can double any target creature's power. That's so fucking sick, dude. This deck's awesome. Low key, even though it sucks a little. It's pretty cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. All right, great. Because we have Heroic Sacrifice, so we don't really care about stuff and things. Yeah, great. We can just move to next turn. And we can also double the power of an attacking creature this turn if we so desire. So 3 counters, 1, 2, 3, and then we draw 3 card, or draw a card rather. Play land. So what if we doubled this creature's power? So this is now a 16/16. And then we think. Because we have the ability to flashback Nature's Rhythm here. I'm just unsure of what I'm getting here. But we have a billion mana available to us. We can get any creature out of our deck, so. Pelucranos. Sure. Green 1, 2. Monstrosity 1. It fights this 16/16. Damage redirect. 16 damage somewhere. And then Avacyn's Pilgrim. Sheltering Ancient is X separate triggers, not 1 trigger to put X counters. Is that fucking for real? We would be drawing 3 cards? Wait, what? That's sick! Holy fuck, there's no way that's real. Okay, that is badass. That is badass. That's really cool. Okay, I'll tell you what. Eternal Witness can come back in. Ephemerate comes in. That's how you, it's not even close, dude. All right, there we go. Ephemerate. Ta-da. So, joke is, Ephemerate, target Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness flickers, you get anything back from your graveyard. Ephemerate triggers second time, flickers Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness grabs Ephemerate. You can start getting back any number of things from your graveyard every turn. I do think Master of the Wild Hunt is a little too slow. I think I would prefer to see an Ulvenwald tracker. Right? 1 green, tap. This creature fights that creature. trigger She-Hulk. It's gettable off Starfield Shepherd. It's like the perfect wombo of like so many different things. And then we can cut 2 more things. In fact, we must cut 2 more things. Let's do... I think if I'm going to keep one or the other, I'm going to keep Gideon Sacrifice. It's just cheaper. But the Heroic Sacrifice just is... It draws a card, so the floor is just so much higher. When that creature dies this turn, yeah, it's higher. Yeah. Cut Strength. Sorry, Strength? What Strength? You can cut the Flash enchantment. This one? Am I stupid? What's going on? Strength of Will. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any other thoughts for this deck? I'm desperately thinking of more ways to manifest the theme, but in ways that don't feel clunky or awkward. I'm unsure. I am generally happier with the list now that we have this like kind of counter theme with the Generous Patron and the support cards. Is Terastodon in there? Terastodon could be pretty cool. I think we've just gone so heavily off ramp and more on auras and stuff that I don't like Terastodon. Just because it's hard to get more than 7 mana like really fast in this deck, I think. Is Noble Heritage as Orzhov Akavist? So no, I don't like that opponents can choose. I think I'm going to cap this off with like a Growing Rites of Itlimoc. Because it's nice you can flicker with Fellia for card advantage. It's Gaia's Cradle on the back. It cantrips. It just does so much for you. Your board's ending up pretty wide most of the time. I might cut Hunter's Insight. That's just kind of not the goal of the deck. Honestly, no. Let's start with Windburst Kites. 1, 2, 3, 4. Road Challenge. Sure. Let's actually get Bridgeworks Battle. I think this card's better. Okay. Next turn. Forest. Sol Ring loves me today. Lush Portico. She-Hulk. Fight your creature. This gets huge. We can become the Monarch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crescendo of War. Hit you. Getting a little flooded here. Okay, well, there's Tifa's Limit Break. Lol. So you go attack you with She-Hulk. You block. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8. X is 8. Triple your power and toughness of your blocker. And then it explodes She-Hulk, sure. But, like, I also get to shoot you for that much damage, right? I guess you can do that in response and block with Transdimensional Vovine and then do that. Okay, great. Okay, there's like some amount of plan there, even though we were really flooded that game. Honestly, I might just kick this here. I think this is about done. Great. I think what might be more fun than, let's say, Faber Elder is Mana Dorks that tap for Mana Dorks that tap for power. Because we're using all these counters to grow stuff all the time, so. Cradle Clear Cutter could be cool, but I imagine there's better ones here. Fanatic, of course, would be pretty good. I'm a little tempted by Heron Blade Elite because the front of Jennifer is human, and we have Avacyn's Pilgrim. I think we have more elves, though, so maybe Marwyn. Cradle Clear Cutter. I do like the idea of Cradle Clear Cutter. Savala, of course, is uncontested GOAT of doing that. Viridian Joiner. I don't think we need much. I think just a couple in place of the old Mana Dorks we're running in those slots would be pretty good. Maybe Noble Quarry out. Okay. I think this is good to go. Thank you for getting it.